Oh god. Welcome to a new episode of Thomas Out of Control. Hey guys, taking this place here this week and getting right into the topic. Something that I came across in a fantastic retail project, but also in an office project where we had KETRA part of the mix. And today, piece of the information in your specification process and understanding the new technology, even though KETRA can do the full dynamic white spectrum and probably uncomparable to the precision of the white point on the black body curve, and as an add-on, it can do the full color spectrum, something that you are probably familiar with, the DMX world. The protocol itself is still completely inherently different because it is wireless. Exactly, and because it is wireless and doesn't require any control panel wiring at all, you can just basically say in your control specification and in your lighting specification, if you have a KETRA fixture, just ask for KETRA. I wouldn't bother with any difficult control wiring protocol explanation, and I would just put KETRA there. It's easy, it's simple. You have KETRA as light fixture and you just put KETRA as control protocol to make it super easy and understandable. Of course, the underlying protocol behind operates at 2.4 gigahertz wireless within the limitations as a robust and scalable protocol. And in the underlying protocol, which we call CCX, Clear Connect Type X, KETRA operates on a reliable and scalable level. It's Halloween weekend, that's why scalable. Scalable, of course. Okay, second piece of this week's episode is touch. Exactly, the sensory experience of how you interact with your home and how you control your lights. Of course, there are many different ways and aesthetics in terms of materials, button presses, etc. So there goes a lot of individual fine-tuning into this experience. How warm, how cold is the material? How deep is the touch? How much resistance do you have as part of a button? And our design team goes very, very deep into all of these analysis. And there are a bunch of different models, testing, so many models, so many testing. It's really beautiful, me coming from the design world, to see when I was able to look behind sort of the scenes under individual sort of hoods of the project. Okay, so you can see here behind me, there are a couple of different keypads, like the newest one, the Alice keypad, for example. Here is a sample in white, which I absolutely adore. I mean, it could not be more reduced and simple, like the moon and the sun for day or nighttime with the different available optics. But Lutron, of course, kept innovating, and during the pandemic, we launched an additional new piece. And what I'm doing here right now is at the moment hidden in sort of the back of house closet, but of course it can be installed in the front of house area as well. And it is Lutron's new touchscreen available in Athena for commercial applications. And you can see here, we have here a processor, the hub per floor, the CCX gateway for the wireless pieces for KETRA, and then here below you can see the Lutron touchscreen. When we go in here, it has this beautiful, beautiful glass optic. When I touch on it, we get the bright optic and the crisp wording. We have the home button, favorites, favorite scenes, lights, shades, and adjustments. And at the moment, this is still in programming mode, and of course gets personalized more and more. But we can see here we're in the lobby right now, and I can turn off the lights behind me, and then I can go into the individual scenes. I can raise lower, I can open shades, etc. Third piece and last piece of this week's episode. If you have the option, please specify on commercial projects Lutron drivers. This can either be a phase driver, ecosystem, or T-series driver. And why I recommend this is because for your peace of mind. If you specify a driver that is manufactured by the same manufacturer that offers the control system, in this case Lutron for Athena, Quantum, or even Vive, you know that there's no piece of uncertainty in terms of compatibility. You know yourself, the fixture market, the specification market for fixtures is so large that even though Lutron's dimmers are adaptable and they can be extremely flexible and they are tested and proven and engineered to withstand a lot of different things, if you have the guaranteed compatibility, you know that when you specify something at the beginning and then you come to the finalized project in the end, you will have guaranteed performance of the fixture with a Lutron driver. I stop here because I'm pretty sure you've all felt the pain point of having specified a fixture where you did not 100% double check the driver, or you didn't know what driver it actually was. And then you came to site, and either during startup and commissioning, there were flicker issues and you didn't know what it was. And we had to go through testing to figure out what it was in the end. So it takes a lot of time and potentially is more costly, certainly more stressful if you end up in these situations. So I want you to not come into this situation and basically reduce any kind of risks. Okay, I stop here because you can feel I'm getting ramped up. It's an emotional topic. A lot of stress comes in the end of the project, and anything that we can do to reduce potential failure is something that I highly advertise, believing in Lutron's not only control systems, but of course, drivers. Okay. Oh god. And of course, we could continue and to talk about control systems and drivers, and we can talk about dimmers and compatibility, and we can talk about KETRA, and we can of course talk about wireless control, and we can talk about all of the panel space savings, and we can talk about touchscreen and individual